I'm Divya Fagadia. Today's topic is plant disease forecasting. What is a forecasting? Forecasting involves all the activities in ascertaining and notifying the growers of community that conditions are sufficiently favorable for certain disease. That application of control measures will result in economic gain on other hand, and it's just as important that the amount expected is unlikely to be enough to justify the expenditure of time, energy, and money for control. So this is a disease triangle. Susceptible host, pathogen, and conductive environment. That type of interactions must be happen. So the plant disease, the triangle represents the factors necessary for disease to occur. So prerequisites for development a forecast system. The crop must be a cash crop. The disease must have potential to cause damage. The disease should not be regular. Effective and economic control known. Reliable means of communications with farmers. Farmers should be adaptive and have purchase power. And the principle of disease forecasting based on the nature of the pathogen. That type of a pathogen should be monocyclic or polycyclic, so that effects of environment on stages of pathogen development, the responses of the host to infection, age-related resistance, activities of the grower that affects the pathogen of the host. So model for disease prediction. First, empirical model based on experience of growers, the scientists or both. Simulation model like based on theoretical relationship. General circulation model based on fixed changes in temperature or precipitations has been used to predict the expansion range of some disease that not successful. So problems with use of such model inputs have high degree of uncertainty, non-linear relationship between climatic variables and epidemic parameters, potential for adaptation of plants and pathogen. Uses of disease forecast for warning and assessment of disease important for crop production management. For firstly, for timely plant protection measures, informations whether the disease status is expected to be below or above the threshold level is enough. So model based of qualitative data can be used. Loss assessment for warning actual intensity is acquired, quantitatively model, and the for making strategic decision, prediction of the risk involved in planting a certain crop, deciding about the needs to apply strategically control measures like soil treatment, planting and resistance cultivar, like for making tactical decision, so like deciding about the need to implement disease management measure, plant pathologists and meteorologists have often collaborated to develop disease forecasting or warning system that attempt to help grower make economic decision for managing disease. So these type of a warning systems may consist of supporting a producer decision making process for determining costs and benefits for applying pesticides, selecting seed or propagations material, and whether to plant a crop in a particular area. History of forecasting system. In 1911, one of the first attempt of predicting was made by Luttmann was concluded that epidemics were favored in wet and cold conditions. In 1926, when Everdingen in Holland proposed the first model based on four climatic conditions necessary for LB development: night temperature below dew point for at least 4 hours, minimum temperature no lower than 10 degrees Celsius temperature, clouds covered the following day, rainfall in excess of 0.1 mm. So 1933 in England, Whitmore and Stanley emphasized the importance of humidity for late blight occurrence. They considered a day humid when the relative humidity at 3 p.m. was higher than 75%. Conditions were even more favorable for LP development with two consecutive humid days and when the minimum temperature was not lower than 10 degrees Celsius temperature. So 1953 Brooke described the Irish rules that minimum temperature no less than 10 degrees Celsius and relative humidity lower than 90% for 12 hours. 1956 Smith period that the two consecutive days with minimum temperature above 10 degrees Celsius and at least 10 hours with relative humidity above 90 degrees. Bettelkast, perhaps the best known prediction model, is a combination of two LB prediction model. Simcast is derived from a simulation model like describing the effects of climate, fungicides, and host resistance on Phytophthora in fasciates development. So the latest generation of forecast system includes more factor and interactions for predicting LB such as the pathogen life cycle, weather condition, fungicides, and host resistance. Among these type of models are Progbeg, Phytorib, and NAGPRI, and Prophy, and SimPhyte. Successful plant disease forecasting system. Reliability. So use of sound biologically and environmental data. Simplicity. The simpler the system, the more likely will be applied and used by producer. Importance. The disease is of economic importance to the crop but sporadic enough that the need for treatment is not a given. Usefulness. The forecasting model should be applied when the disease and the pathogen can be detected reliably. Availability, necessary informations about the components of the disease triangle should be available. Multi-purpose applicability like monitoring and decision-making tools for several disease and pests should be available. Cost effectiveness, forecasting system should be cost affordable relative to available disease management tactics. Stewart's disease forecasting system, then Stewart systems of corn, Stewart's wilt caused by Erwinia stewarti, economically important because its presence within a seed corn fields can prevent the export of hybrid seed corn to countries with phytosanitary quarantine restrictions. The corn flea beetle, like Chitonicininema palumina, play an important role in this pathosystem for two reasons. The bacterium survives the winter period in the gut of adult cone flea beetles, and they are overwintering at the soil surface in grassy areas surrounding fields. So the cone flea beetle is the primary means for disseminations of the bacterium from plant to plant. Then warmer winter temperature during December, January and February generally allow greater numbers of the insect vector to survive, thereby increasing the risk of Stewart's disease epidemics due to higher level of initial inoculum that will be present during the ensuing growing season. Stewart's disease forecasting system. So the development of an accurate and precise pre-plant warning system that would identify high-risk seasons and geographical location within the corn belt would be of tremendous economic benefits to hybrid corn grower and companies. Sclerotia, stem rot forecasting like stem rot Sclerotia sclerosium is one of the most important diseases on spring shorn oilseed rap. Forecasting method of Sclerotinia stem rot has been developed in Sweden. The method is mainly based upon a number of risk factors such as crop density, crop rotation, level of a previous Sclerotinia infestations, estimation of inoculum in soil, time for apothecia formation from sclerotia, rainfall during early summer and during flowering and weather forecast. So prediction of a monocyclic pathogen that complete only one disease cycle in a growing season, the indirect prediction. So wilt disease in sugar beet induced by Sclerotium rolfsi. Consequences from predicting the severity of Sclerotia rolfsi in sugar beet on growers action, like many Sclerotia in the soil sample do not show sugar beet at all, show only resistance cultivars, so apply soil treatment. Prediction of a polycyclic pathogen that complete very few disease cycle in a growing season. So first example, apple scab induced by Venturi in Aquiles. So amount of initially inoculum is high. Only young leaves are susceptible, and a film of water on the leaves and proper temperatures are needed for infection. So consequences from predicting the occurrence of infections of apples by Manchuria in Aquilisis on growers' action. So decision concerning the need for fungicide spraying in made Delhi during the beginning of the season. So first of high doses of systematic fungicide